Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be another shopping my skincare stash. I know that this upload is going to go up just a few days after the last one, but it's like the most how do you say, like, real time one, because usually I'm so used to pre-filming, but this time the upload is just going to go in time. Like, I literally filmed the last clip of this video this morning, and today is the day that this video is going to go live. So like, I'm editing it the same day, uploading it the same day, and hopefully from now onwards we'll be able to do at least this specific series, if not like all our other series, in time. Like, basically there'll be like less of pre-filming involved, and it'll like go the day the video is ready, basically. So I will try to achieve something like that in the future, but I hope that this one is not like, अरे अभी तो एक और देखा था वापस से, you know, another video in the series. I don't want you guys to get that feeling, so I hope that you enjoy this video. I'm not going to make the intro super duper long. I'll just quickly tell you what this series is all about in case you are watching one of these videos for the first time. So basically what I do is that I take you through my skincare routine and like the products I'm using more in detail and like more up close and personal, and whatever products I'm adding to the project, not project essentially, I mean, you can call it if you want to, but whatever products I'm adding to my current rotation, those are the products that I will use consistently till I use them up, and then I will switch over and like add newer things. That way I'm able to consistently use the same products and the same routine for a long time. I'm also able to show you what products pair well together and how they're working for my skin, etc. And I'm able to use my products more efficiently in a way where it's not like, acha ye I'm using for 2 weeks, then I'm using that for 2 weeks, then I'm using that for 2 weeks. No, I'm using one product consistently for quite a few weeks usually before I completely use it up, and that way I'm also not having too many unopened, like not unopened, too many opened products in my collections. So yes, I'm pretty sure that is all the things that I want to tell you in the intro, but now let's jump into the video. So just time for a quick little mini update. This Brillair moisturizer from the last rotation, I told you कि इसमें थोड़ा सा नीचे बचा होगा. So I got everything out. अब मुझे नहीं लगता है कि इसको कट ओपन किए बिना इसमें से कुछ भी निकलने वाला है. So this we're going to call it quits and put it in the empties. And also this Dr. Sheth's Cica Ceramide moisturizer. The same thing kind of happened yesterday कि I tried to get everything that I possibly could, and today I barely got anything out. So again, इसको बिना कट ओपन किए इसमें से कुछ निकलने वाला नहीं है. So we're going to call both of these quits, and I'm going to put this into my empties. So we're just going to throw it aside, and then we can move on to the next moisturizer I will be putting into this rotation, which is this one right here. It's by Foxtale. It's their Super Glow moisturizer. So this I've been using and enjoying quite a bit, so I will use this probably. But since we also have I have this plum serum which I'm currently using, and this one also has 10% niacinamide, and so does this. This has, I don't know how much percentage of niacinamide, but it does have niacinamide. So I'm just thinking, should I pair these two together or not, or should I just use the Foxtail on its own without a serum? So considering that, I might also try to use the kojic acid oil-free moisturizer by Dr. Sheth's with this plum serum, or maybe like figure out, put in some other basic serum into my routine just for a couple of days till I can finish the serum up, and then I want to focus on using the Foxtail moisturizer in the winter itself, because this has kind of a dewy luminous finish on the skin. So I don't want to use this in the summer, just because I don't think I like that kind of finish then. So we have to figure that out. I think I will spend just a couple of days testing out both the combinations and see what works and what doesn't. So in the next clip I will probably like tell you ki kya finalize hua hai. And thankfully the sunscreen that we have in the mix the Aqualogica one, which now that I'm feeling this, I think it's quite lightweight. So ये भी बहुत जल्द खत्म होने वाला है. And once this is out, I think I will add in. Let me show you. सब निकाल के रखा था. The Dermaco 2% Hyalacalamine Hydrating Sunscreen. Once the Aqualogica is done, I will be adding this into the mix. Also, in case you're wondering why is it so dark in this clip, I actually have my tube light also on, but it is currently 7 a.m. So, like, the sun is just rising now, which is why the lighting is the way it is, but it's okay. Hey you guys, so it's been a few days since the last clip. I told you there that I was a little confused whether I should continue using the same combo I was using earlier to switch up the moisturizer, and since I finished the Cica and Ceramide one, I should add the Kesar and Kojic acid oil free moisturizer, or I should use this one, which is the Foxtale Super Glow moisturizer. It's a newer one also, and this is another contender that I was considering, but because this has vitamin C and niacinamide and also peptides in it, I was like, maybe I should try using this like with no serum on. So basically today, by the way, I finally decided which combo I want to go for, so I'll tell you that. But this is the moisturizer that I will be using for the next couple of weeks till it runs out basically. And since this already has some active ingredients in it, I feel like I should kind of try to use this as like a one-step moisturizer, like I was doing with the Nykaa Skin RX Vitamin C moisturizer, which I also really love. But this is another great contender to look for. And I do want to let you know that right now I have like absolutely nothing on my face. I did wash it along with my hair, and I'm just gonna do like a moisturizer, sunscreen, two-step routine for the next couple of days while we do this. And I know I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this, so I'm just gonna give you this disclaimer right in the beginning, even though I know someone's gonna leave like a nasty comment down below and tell me, oh my god, that's crazy, like why are you using so much moisturizer? You guys, I don't even have dry skin, but I still feel like, I mean, of course right now my skin is more drier because of the winters, but even otherwise I feel like the ideal amount of product that people are kind of like asked to use, it's a guide for beginners, I would say. But if you feel like how much is recommended, your skin doesn't feel like it's sufficient, like for example, if I use, let me show it to you, I mean, the ideal amount of moisturizer would probably be something like this, which is shown in like Instagram posts and skincare guides, etc. So I'm showing this to you. If I put that much moisturizer on a dry face, it's gonna probably cover just like the blush region, the nose, and then maybe like half of my face, like around this much. Yeah, I mean, how can I put anything more on my forehead or my neck? Like, it's over. And to be very honest, using this much product, I kind of try to make it like cover maximum amount of region, but it's not gonna happen. I mean, I definitely have to take like twice or thrice the amount of product that people recommend is the right amount of moisturizer. But I still feel like, I mean, my skin would then definitely get dry by the end of the day. Now if you have super oily skin, then maybe you can use a very small amount and make it last for your entire face and all of that stuff. But I'm like, no, I'm not gonna go by someone else's guide of how much moisturizer I need to use. I've been doing skincare since 2016, so it's been what, like 7-8 years now. I know what my skin needs and what my skin doesn't need. And if anything, this is like probably going to be a very controversial statement. I think I should add this to like my beauty takes video, which I am currently planning. Not shameless plug, but like spoiler alert, I'm planning something like that. So I should add this to the beauty takes video. That I have noticed, once you like people who don't use skincare regularly, they kind of believe that once you start using skincare, your skin will get used to it. I'm like, I don't believe that, but yes, once you use skincare, I think there is a very significant amount of difference that you start noticing in your skin. And now I feel like if I ever don't use skincare like at all, like how people do, you know, those no skincare for a week, no washing your face for a week, no moisturizing your face for a week, like all those kind of challenges, I would never attempt to do something like that, because I think my skin would be so dehydrated if I did it. It would be completely like broken out, and I get these like, I don't know, inflammation, or like it looks kind of like it's a breakout, basically kind of things like all over my cheeks, my forehead, my entire face would be covered in those. So I would never you know, challenge myself to under moisturize or under hydrate. I would rather overdo it. I mean, if you think I'm wasting product, if you think I am overdoing it, if you think I am crazy, well, I'm crazy. I mean, it is what it is. I know that there are so many times I have spoken about this and I still get comments from people. So now I'm just like, I don't care. I do not care anymore. If you're gonna continue to be nasty about it in the comments, I'm just gonna delete your comment, which I usually don't delete any comments. Even if it's a bad comment, I do not delete it. But this is one thing which I will seriously delete it. And also, I know some people are nice about it when they say it, which I still kind of understand. I'm like, the tone in which you say things matters a lot, especially when you're not speaking it and you're writing it. The tone matters a lot. So for that reason, I'm just going to do what I'm going to do, and you can deal with it however you want to. But like I said, I'm done with my moisturizer. I put way more than necessary according to some people, but according to me, I put just the right amount. But now we should move on to sunscreen. Now for sunscreen, I'm going to be very honest with you guys. The past 2 days I've been using the Aqualogica DeTan sunscreen, but I know that I just have a few uses left in it, then it's going to be done. So I thought, you know what, along with this moisturizer, which there is a lot of products still left in here, I'm gonna use the Dermaco Hyalacalamine sunscreen once I use up the Aqualogica DeTan one. So for today's video, I just thought, you know, it'll make sense to for me to show you this one with the moisturizer, because that's what I'll be using going forward. Whereas I have been using the Aqualogica DeTan sunscreen since the past couple of days, so I still wanted you to like know that basically. So yes, this is how much sunscreen I'm going to use, which in my opinion is the exact right amount. So yeah, whatever. And this one I have used, I think the first time I used this moisturizer, I think I did not use the DeTan sunscreen. I used this one just to like test out the two together and see like how it's going to work, how it's going to wear. But what I've noticed is the less amount of steps, and this is again something that I've said earlier, the less amount of steps you use when you're doing your skincare, the less likely it is to like peel. That is definitely like a fact, I want to say, almost, or something that I have just noticed in my own experience also per se. So again, keep it in mind, that's just my experience and that's the reason I do things the way I do them. And I was gonna say one more thing. Yeah, I was gonna talk about like the way people used to layer their skincare earlier, like the 7-step routine, or even not just a 7-step routine. I think that is like overkill, but there are even people who do like 5 steps. Like they would do they would wash their face, then they would do a toner, then they would do a serum, then they would do a moisturizer, and then they would do a sunscreen. And some people would do like serums and essence. I've also seen some people use like you know, multiple serums in one routine. And I'm talking about like normal people, but I'm also talking about like celebrities and YouTubers and you know, all those kind of people. So I feel like personally, before you judge anyone's routine and tell them, oh, you're using too much moisturizer or you're using too less moisturizer, I mean whatever, I just feel like you should
decide how many products you want in your routine, how many steps you want. There is no harm in doing multiple steps, and if you are doing multiple steps, I think that how much your skin can absorb and how much is right for your skin would be different versus how much is necessary for my skin. So that is also something to keep in mind, which people again often tend to forget, but that is also something that I wanted to share while I'm doing this super simple 2-step routine which I just finished. So yeah, that's gonna be it. I'm gonna let this sit on my skin for some time before I put on makeup and film more content for you guys today. But yes, that was that. Hey guys, it's another day, and in case you are wondering why I'm doing another clip kind of showing you how I use this moisturizer, well, I'm gonna put it on my face while I talk to you. So in case you're wondering why we're doing like a second roundup with the swatches and the application and everything, so basically the clip that you saw earlier in this video where I'm using the Dermaco Hyalacalamine sunscreen along with this moisturizer, well, I have been using that combo throughout this past week. So since you saw the last clip, it's been a week, like in real time, because if you have been following me regularly, you would know like I only get to film on Wednesdays. That's where I like batch film and pre-film and everything. So basically, side note, tangent, I have been using that combo every single day throughout the week. And while it is a great combo and you can use these two products together if you have more dry skin, by the way, I do have a cold, so if you hear me like doing this throughout, then I'm really sorry about that. But yeah, so if you have dry skin, it's a great combo, and I had used the combo even before filming the video on Wednesday. I think I've been using this combo for the past 10 to 12 days as of today. So basically before filming that video also I had used it a couple of times, and I thought it was a great pairing, like the two worked together. But something that I noticed only after using it regularly for more than 10 days was that whenever I used the two products together, it would make me look more shiny throughout the day. Like even if I put makeup on top, I felt like my makeup was breaking apart on certain days. If I was out in the sun, like even the day that I filmed that clip, I went out later, like you know, in the middle of the day, and it was quite sunny, and I was wearing makeup, and my makeup completely broke up, especially around my nose and around my T-zone. And then on other days when I am like indoors inside the office and I am still wearing my makeup, I feel like even with the AC and everything, my face got very shiny as the day progressed. So I think, again, like I'm saying, if you have dry skin, I think those two products will work together. If not, you just have to keep this particular thing in mind, and if you're okay with it, then go out with it. If not, then I have a different sunscreen that I would rather pair instead with this moisturizer, and that's what I'm going to show to you today. This is the Aqualogica DeTan sunscreen. Now again, I've been using it, I've been loving it. I'm almost out of this, and I'm going to definitely be buying the bigger tube size because I really like the sunscreen, you guys. I take about this much, which is too much for some people. Some people might say it's not enough. I don't even know anymore. I'm just going to use how much I want to use. So this sunscreen I have paired with so many different moisturizers, and for some reason it just works so well. It is similar to the Hydrate and the Glow sunscreen, I feel like, but those I feel like are actually more similar to the Dermaco one, the hyaluronic acid one. So with all of those three, what happens to me personally is that if I put makeup on my face a few hours like later, it works. But if I'm putting it like within a span of 15 minutes, 20 minutes, something like that, then I feel like my makeup does get a little cakey with those sunscreens. But with this one, I don't know if it's the winter weather which is playing a role or what exactly. Like, there are too many factors, you guys. You always have to keep in mind there are too many factors that play a role. Even recently I was watching like a sunscreen related video where was it a sunscreen related video I was watching, or I was just thinking about you know, like sunscreen pairings with moisturizers, etc. And it dawned on me that I love the Dermaco Hyalacalamine sunscreen, and it works with so many different moisturizers, but specifically with this moisturizer it was not working. It was looking very dewy, shiny, and I feel like the moisturizer also plays a role in that. I feel like the brand does mention it, but I should tell you, if you are someone with oily skin or normal skin and you like a more matte finish, this one actually has a sort of a shimmery finish on the skin, which will add to the glow and add to the shine. So if you're using it with more of a mattifying sunscreen, I think it would work. But if you're using it with like a regular sunscreen like this or the Dermaco one, those will tend to accentuate a little bit of the shine and the dew going on. And again, if you don't like that finish, you're not gonna like this. I think it's a great moisturizer. I think it's great that it's got vitamin C and niacinamide in it. But if you don't like the dew or the shine, I don't think this is for you. I don't even think if this is for me or not, and I'm not sure if I will continue to use it or not. To be completely honest, like once I'm done with this, I'm not completely sure, to be very, very honest. So that also makes me like sometimes rethink the negative reviews that I give certain sunscreens and talk about how dewy and shiny they are or how much they pill on my skin. Maybe it was the moisturizer I was using it along with, or there could be so many things that play a role. And I think that's why skincare is so dynamic and so different for everyone. We just have to let people know what works for us and what our opinions are, and then the rest is just up to you. Like there are certain times, even the plum sunscreen that I don't like, some of you have, you know, told me that you have really loved it. So I'm like now thinking, okay, which moisturizer did I use with that plum sunscreen, and was it the moisturizer that was altering my thoughts on that sunscreen, or I don't know what, you guys. I sometimes I really don't know. But I just wanted to sit down here and share with you that if you are using this moisturizer, I would recommend you use it with a similar sunscreen, if not this exact same one. And if you're looking to buy a moisturizer and a sunscreen, you're interested in this moisturizer, maybe you try it along with this. They might work great for you or they might not. In these videos and this series, I'm never promoting to you a certain product combo. I'm just telling you what I feel like would work well together, because a lot of times I get these questions in my comments. Does this moisturizer work well with this sunscreen, etc, etc. And also something that I'm doing through this series is being able to tell myself that if you are starting to use this moisturizer, you have to use it up before you move on to another one. Same for the sunscreen, same for the face wash, same for the retinol. I mean, I use the same retinol all the time, but you get where I'm going with this. So earlier what I was doing a lot was I used to use one moisturizer, then I used to keep it aside, then use another one, and there was just a lot going on. So yeah, through this series I'm also telling myself that whatever I add in, I have to use it up before I take it out, which I do like 95% of the time now, versus earlier I was doing it maybe like 50% of the time. So we've made progress with that as well. But yes, I'm chatting too much now. I should go. This video is going to be so long. So thank you so much for sticking, if you stay till the end of the video. And yes, that is it. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Until next time, bye bye.
Okay, here we are, you guys. The wash basin, sink counter, face wash situation looks very different, because we used up the Foxtale hydrating cleanser, which was serving as my face wash cum makeup remover in the evening. So I'll show you what we're using now. But I also ended up using my daytime, like morning cleanser. So I started using the Foxtale acne control cleanser for that one, and it does work pretty well. This one I was trying to use as my after makeup removal cleanser, but I think I'm gonna switch it up and just use this as my morning cleanser as well. So I will either alternate between these two, or like use one and not the other, etc. And basically both of these are morning cleansers for me. And then let me show you my makeup removal duo right now. So for the first cleanse, I've been using the Isn't Chestnut LHA Jelly Cleansing Oil, and I was using the Minimalist Oat Cleanser after that, but I just wanted to switch it up. I was feeling like the oat cleanser is a little too gentle, so then I started using the Aqualogica DeTan what is this called, smoothie face wash, and I actually quite like it. It's just been a few days, so it's like quite soon to tell, but I think I like this way more. So this is the duo combo that I've been using, and since it's been like quite a few days, in fact this is the last clip that I'm gonna post, and this clip is actually being filmed the day you're gonna see this video go live, which is 14th of February. So yes, all the red products are kind of screaming Valentine's theme. It was not intentional at all, but I also want to like update you, since we're talking real time for a change. These two are going to be done very, very soon. I was not using the Aqualogica DeTan sunscreen very regularly. I was actually using the Dermaco what is it, Hyalacalamine one. Where is that one? Let me show you. Yes, it's hiding right here. So what I was using is, I was using the Foxtale and the Dermaco more often, and then sometimes I would use the DeTan from Aqualogica. Now another update that I have after using both the sunscreens in combination with the Foxtale and also my makeup. So I told you in the previous clip that sometimes my makeup would get very oily, etc. I think that the loose powder also is the culprit over here in this situation, because if I use my Mars loose powder with the Dermaco and the Foxtale combo, like if I'm using, this is my moisturizer, this is my sunscreen, and then I use the Mars loose powder on top of it, it works very well. There is no problem in makeup like breaking or anything. But if I use Foxtale with Dermaco and I use the Elf loose powder, then that is what is actually causing like my makeup breaking and everything. Versus if I use Foxtale with Aqualogica, both the loose powders work really, really well. So again, you have to decide for yourself what's working, what's not working. Give it time, like test out different factors and see, and yeah, that is basically what I had to update you on all of these things. And all these three products, the Dermaco, the Foxtale moisturizer and the Aqualogica sunscreen, are all on its last leg. So I am very, very excited for our next I think it'll be episode 5 is what you're going to see next. This one is episode 4 if I'm not wrong. So I'm very, very excited for episode 5 and to see what we're going to add in new, because I haven't actually decided yet in present day. So we will see. We'll see. Right now I'm thinking that I want to use up this plum niacinamide serum before February ends, and we have exactly 15 more days for that to happen. So yes, I need to start using this soon, and then I don't know what moisturizer and what sunscreen I'm going to pair along with it, so we'll figure that out. But that is it for this update. And yes, I'm making this one actually sound like the outro, so maybe I should do that. Maybe I'll keep this clip towards the end of the video so we can also focus on chronology. I shall do that. Okay then. So thank you so much for watching, you guys. Until next time. Bye.